In the show today, we are featuring Hudson, Cadillac, Buick, GMC in Poughkeepsie, and they are a fantastic company. They got great product. Between the Cadillac, the Buick, and the GMC, there is a vehicle for you there. These guys are great people. They got great service. They're not the kind of salespeople that jump all over you and tell you, oh, we're going to make a deal right now. If you leave, we're going to not give you the same deal. No, these are great people. If you want a vehicle, they want to sell you one. And please stay tuned to learn more about Hudson, Cadillac, Buick, GMC. I thought there'd be nobody better to explain to the viewers why Hudson, Cadillac, Buick, GMC than owner Mike Mullaney. Mike, good to see you.
Sean, great to see you. It's been some time since we've gotten together.
It's been 2 years since I've been here, Mike, and this renovation, I'm amazed. Tell me more about it.
We were very fortunate to be named the Cadillac dealer for the Central Hudson Valley here in June of 2010. And in anticipation of those high quality, high tech, fantastic automobiles, we needed to bring our facility up to high-tech, fantastic quality, and that's just what we did. Obviously, remodeled our showroom, we've modernized our service facilities, we've added a beautiful customer lounge with gourmet coffee. Wolfgang Puck supplies us with his finest blends.
Nice. And how about your business philosophy?
Several years ago, I was enjoying some roast pork lo mein and a little hot and sour soup at a local Chinese restaurant. And I cracked open my fortune cookie, and inside of that, I always keep it under my desk blotter to remind us this is how we run our business. Do the right thing because it is right. Have the courage to do it. And that's how we run our business.
Well, Mike, tell me a story about a happy customer.
The customer came in and asked us to diagnose their problem, and it indicated that they had a faulty catalytic converter. And it was more expensive than he had anticipated. And he declined the work. Several days later, he came back with the check engine light on in his car and asked us to check the codes. And the code was, needs a catalytic converter. And he said, that's impossible. I just had my catalytic converter replaced at the service station down the street, and it was a fraction of the cost that you offered. To which we replied, well, you still need a catalytic converter. You need the proper catalytic converter for your car. And I offered to reimburse him the price he paid for the catalytic converter at the service shop towards the purchase of the catalytic converter here. And he said, well, this better be right, or I want my money back for everything. And we were quite confident that we were doing the right thing. And surely enough, several weeks later, he came back happy as a clam that his car was repaired, and he swore never to go to someplace else to get his car fixed. We have the right equipment, we have the trained technicians, and more than that, we have the compassion to make sure that we're getting the customer's car taken care of right the first time.
In surmise, treat others as you'd like to be treated yourself, right?
Boy, that sounds pretty simple when you say it. And yes, Sean, I think that is the way we run our business. It's the golden rule. You know, treat people as you would like to be treated, and do it with a smile.
What about the history of Hudson, Cadillac, Buick, GMC?
We have been here for 19 years. Wow. We've sold over 19,000 cars during those years, and we have lots of happy customers that will tell you that Hudson's a place to be.
Well, Mike, what about the actual Cadillac, Buick, GMC product?
There are no vehicles that have the combination of features, warranty, and price that a Cadillac, Buick, GMC vehicle offers. They're all fantastic. That trophy, which we were fortunate enough to receive a replica of very recently, represents the finest vehicle that Motor Trend could find available in the United States for 2014, and that's the Cadillac CTS. It was sent out to the top Cadillac dealers in the country. Wow. As the dealers that represent the Cadillac brand.
So you're the Cadillac of Cadillac
dealers.
We're
the Cadillac of Cadillac dealers.
That's fantastic.
In this country, the highest accolade that you can offer some piece of consumer goods is by calling it the Cadillac of. It's the Cadillac of baby not the Cadillac. It's not the Audi of baby carriages. Today, people want efficiency and they want performance, and that's what Cadillac represents. Cadillac represents luxury, efficiency, and performance. They are beautiful cars, beautifully styled, not styled like any other car available in the world.
Right.
Do you know that the very first car that had an electric starter was a Cadillac?
No, I did not know
The
that.
very first car that had electric headlights was a Cadillac. The very first car that had windshield wipers was a Cadillac.
Wow.
Cadillac has a tradition that goes back 100 years in innovation and advanced design. And Cadillac's not our only exciting brand. We have Buick, which represents affordable luxury, more value and features than you can possibly imagine at very, very reasonable prices. And GMC. GMC is the pinnacle of the truck building art. Some people don't realize that GMC is over 100 years old and is famous for building nothing but trucks. Plus, the GMC Acadia is the pinnacle of a people mover. The new Terrain, I love selling Terrains. They have so many features, and they're a little bigger than the competition, but most surprisingly, they also get the best fuel economy in their league.
Mike, tell me more about your sales staff.
We have what we consider to be the finest trained sales staff in our region. We try to treat our employees with that same respect we treat our customers. We want to make sure that you have all your questions answered, are comfortable with your purchase, comfortable with us, and that we're going to have a long-term relationship with you.
And where's your location?
Well, first of all, we're in 2 locations.
Okay.
One is on the web at hudsongm.com. It's real easy, hudsongm.com. Or we're located right on Route 9 in Poughkeepsie, directly in front of the Poughkeepsie Galleria. You can't miss us.
There you go.
Bring your vehicle in for service, enjoy our gourmet snacks, our beautiful lounge, or we'll shuttle you home, we'll shuttle you to your office, or we'll shuttle you up to the mall and you can spend some of the money that you don't have to spend here on maintenance.
And if you don't believe Mr. Mullaney, here's a customer.
My husband's truck had 220,000 miles on it. So did mine, my Acura. So I sold that. We traded in a few vehicles. I actually had a Mercedes I traded in. We came back and he purchased the all-terrain, and I drove it literally around the block, like 2 blocks, and I said, this is it. I love this. I did, and we bought it. That was it. The rest is history. I get emails, I get follow-ups, I get a call, come in. I liked Justin and his father on Facebook, so I see what they're doing, they see what I'm doing, you know, and it's just nice. It's a really, really nice family, you know. The owner sent us a book. There was no pressure at all. We came back several times on our time when we were ready. You know, no pressure at all. He took as long as I needed. My husband had to come back because we were in a rush. He came back, he showed him the car. No, again, phone calls. I got a thank you letter, books, emails, customer appreciation day, you know, whatever they have here. Let me show you the car. You know, I got phone calls about it, and I have brought my car in for the oil change. They call, they give you a car. It's been great. And my car was a certified pre-owned, so I still get it for 2 years. So I don't have to worry about it. I don't have to spend $30, $40 every few months. And the car's so smart, it tells you when it's ready. We travel upstate. We go to the Adirondacks almost every other weekend. We snowmobile. And God forbid you're stuck in a storm or you get off the side of the road. You hit that OnStar button. And everyone was so helpful.
So, folks, if you go onto Google and look at all of the remarks about Hudson GMC, everyone says that you did them right?
Yep. There's another site, dealerrater.com, if you look up our reviews from there as well.
When was the last time that you made a customer happy?
Well, that's what we strive to do, you know, every single day. Whether it's a customer that has come through, you know, bought a Cadillac at a dealership out in Pennsylvania, was on their way to vacation, and just happened to be driving past here when they got a flat tire. We had technicians stay late, you know, to help change the tire and do that kind of thing. We don't forget about you after you've bought the car. You know, as you're buying the car, we go through and show you all the electronics work. When you pick up the car, we go through it all again. And then even after that, the third Thursday of each month, we do a technology clinic where we invite customers to come back in to kind of get a refresher as to how the car works.
I tell you, with the way cars are now, you need a refresher course. They're so complicated.
There's General Motors does factory training as well that, you know, we send the salespeople out to, the service advisors as well.
Because I know I've been to dealerships and they don't know the product, and I find it frustrating. So you guys actually know the product.
Vehicles are so complicated now that if you're missing something, you know, you miss a piece of the puzzle, It can be. It's a frustrating experience for the consumer, so we want to try to avoid that and make it easy.
And
as
you
we can.
think that Cadillac, Buick, GMC is the best product out there, is that correct?
Absolutely. The product is no doubt world class. Between the all-new CTS, who's Motor Trend's Car of the Year for 2014.
Wow, okay.
The ATS was North American Car of the Year before that. So the cars are getting tremendous accolades, and the styling is fantastic. Plenty of features in them. With a Buick or a Cadillac, you get a 4-year, 50,000-mile warranty.
4-year, 50,000 miles.
Yep.
Wow.
And what's nice too is that's a bumper-to-bumper coverage. You know, it's not like exclusive to powertrain.
Okay.
It covers anything.
Okay.
In addition to that, on a Cadillac or a Buick, you have a 6-year, 72,000-mile powertrain warranty.
6 years, 72,000 miles. That's and this is so. If anything breaks, you just bring it in and you fix it, right?
Yep, exactly. On the Buick, you also include your first 2 years and 24,000 miles worth of maintenance, oil changes, tire rotations, all that stuff is covered for the first 2 years and 24,000 miles.
That is amazing.
It's Cadillac that we can't exclude for the maintenance because they do a 4-year, 50,000 mile.
I guess they have got that much faith in the product that they're prepared to underwrite it like that.
Exactly. And you know, like you heard before, you know, we'll give customers ride homes. We have loaner cars available, so you know, you come in for an oil change with your Cadillac, Buick, or GMC. We'll get you set up with a car if you need it. You know, if you just need a ride, we can do that as well.
Well, this all sounds very good, Matt, but I'm sure the customers at home want to know, what about price?
Yep.
I mean, have you got room, if somebody comes in here, do you have room to make a deal?
Yep. I mean, they always do us more good in the customer's driveway than they do in our driveway.
Buy or lease?
What leasing does is take all the risk in owning a car and takes it off of you and puts it onto the bank. You know, if your car has got that old out-of-date technology, it's worth less.
Right.
If say you were in a parking lot and somebody bumped you and you know you had a police report on it, you had to call your insurance company. Now your Carfax report shows an issue. Well, now your car is worth 20% or so less, depending on the models and everything.
So you're saying if you lease it, it takes away that burden, that responsibility, that stress factor, that thing to worry about.
Exactly.
You heard it from Matt Mullaney, people.
I've known other family-owned businesses, including dealerships before, and that equation seems to work really well because there's a matter of pride, and their name is associated with the dealership or with the product in some way, and I think you go the extra mile when that's the case. The people keep coming back. There's definitely some dealer loyalty here.
I want to tell you about 3 exciting products that we have for sale here at Hudson Cadillac Buick GMC. The first one I wanted to start with is the 2013 North American Car of the Year, the Cadillac ATS, available in rear-wheel drive or all-wheel drive with a 2.5-liter motor, a 2-liter turbo, or a 3.6-liter 6-cylinder with 320 horsepower. So the car is quite the machine. It was engineered from the ground up to handle better than anything else in the world, tuned at the Nürburgring in Germany with some fantastic technology inside as well. Color touchscreen radios, rear view cameras. We don't even have enough time to tell you about all the exciting features in this Cadillac ATS, but for any questions or anything else you have, if you go to our website, www.hudsongm.com or just Cadillac.com, you can get all the details on this fine automobile.
This is my 3rd Acadia, so I've been coming here for years. It's a very family-oriented place, and I feel very comfortable. They call you when your inspection's up, and they call you when your service is due. Oh, my kids love it. They like the 3rd row. I got captain seats in the 2nd row. And have you seen the lot in the back? They have a huge lot with probably every car equipped with every package possible. My kids' teachers come here and their family relatives and so on. I've had conversations with many people. They come to GMC and they're very happy. Hudson GMC, very family orientated, gave us a great deal and a wide selection of vehicles.
No matter what type of vehicle you're looking at, we've got something for you here at Hudson. Whether you needed a pickup truck, a sedan, a sport utility, we've got it all. Take, for example, this new Buick Verano. Comes standard with great features like the fog lights with the chrome accenting around them, 18-inch alloy wheels, remote start, rear view camera, anything that you can possibly think of, this car has, just like we have anything that you could need here at Hudson Cadillac Buick GMC.
I love that car. Oh, I love it. I love it. I love it so much. I love it so much, and not only I'm the envy at my work because the only car in the parking lot with 556 horsepower, but just the luxury, the style of it. You know, it makes you feel alive, but also it's respectable as far as, you know, what you have to get done on a day-to-day basis. I do need to get the groceries sometimes. I do need to pick up all 3 kids. I do need to, you know, show the kid in the Mustang who's boss here. You know, when they see that V, few people know what the V stands for. And the people who don't know soon find out when you're trying to merge onto ongoing traffic on the on-ramp, and they don't think that your car can make it until you hit the gas and see the taillights, and they just like, oh my God, this wagon just take off, you know, or peel off in second gear. The Cadillac has much more to offer than just luxury, but it has more features. You're talking about the OnStar MyLink that you get with that. It's just incredible. I have it on my phone. I use it regularly. You're a preferred customer the minute you walk into today's dealership. The Cadillac is the best thing you can have to offer, all right? It puts you in a class of your own. You're light years past the BMW. Everybody has a BMW. BMWs are everywhere, you know. Congratulations, you made it, you know, or a Jaguar. Well, Jaguar is nice, you know, and they're owned by Ford, and we know this as well, but, you know, what do you really want, you know? What do you really want? Because all the features that the Cadillac CTS-V has to offer, it's so much more. It's enormous. It's almost ridiculous. Why am I here today? An oil change that did not come out of my pocket, that's still covered under the warranty. You know, amazing. They took it in. There was no charge. They took it in. They looked at it. They were like, all right, you know, you're good to go. Everything was zero. It is luxury with an attitude. It's actually an outstanding attitude. I can't tell anybody more how powerful you feel when you have that vehicle in your possession. For why do you need 556 horsepower? You know, I just sat there brainstorming for about an hour. Like, why do I need that? You know, for that jerk that tailgates you. You know, if you're in a slower car and it's harder for you to, you know, get away from him because he just wants to get around you so badly. You know, it's for that guy. Or it's for, you know, when you merge onto oncoming traffic, and it's for the jerk over here who just doesn't understand it. You're trying to merge on, so now you got to play the whole, you know, back and forth game. Not only do I have the V logo on my car, on my wristwatch, and also on my lock screen, they're in love with Daddy's car.
So on the price, I had come in with a trade. I was given a fair amount for my trade, and we were able to negotiate that as well as the purchase price of the vehicle. I ended up leasing because it ended up being the best option for me at this time, which is great. I have kids going into college now, and a 3-year lease puts me in a better place than a 7-year car loan, right? So for me, everything seemed to gel really well as far as the purchase price, the timing, the discounts that they were able to give me. 2 years free service doesn't hurt either. So everything really worked out well for me. This is a 2014 Sierra that I'm driving now, and the major difference in towing between this and my 2009 is horsepower, and as well as gas mileage. So it's the same 5.3 liter engine. The newer model has about 40 more horsepower or so, and it's quite noticeable when you're towing. It's noticeable when you're not towing, but what I do notice is, in fact, I just towed from here, New York, down to the Daytona 500 in Florida and back. And I stopped 4 less times this time than I did last time with my 09. So yeah, it was an easier tow. I probably saved $300–400 in gas easily. And you know, I even let my little brother drive it, and he noticed the difference. He's only driven my 09 once towing, and last year and this year he drove this one. He even said that there was a big difference in it. So I'm quite pleased with the truck.
GMC Sierra, it's brand new for 2014, available with a 6-cylinder or an 8-cylinder motor, the best 8-cylinder fuel economy in its class, a professional grade truck, tons of innovation, corner step bumper to make it easier to get into the bed, LED lights underneath the bed rail so you can actually see what you're accessing. It's a fantastic truck and available here at Hudson Cadillac Buick GMC.
It was an evening on a sheer whim that I stopped in, and they stayed late that night. These guys, I made them work past their bedtime, so to speak, and I wasn't showing any animosity or I wasn't rushed. I was allowed to take my time. I was allowed to test drive whatever I wanted, and came back. Actually, made another appointment and came back during the daylight so I could see the vehicles in the light, and ended up buying one. It was really no pressure whatsoever. I was given what I wanted, which is all you can really ask for. I've seen the same people here, some of the definitely the same people up front, and I've seen familiar faces from other dealerships who came here. So that must be a testament to the dealership when other people are coming here and they're staying.
I thought we were done with the great Matt Mullaney here, but we forgot, well, there's so much stuff to tell you, we forgot two very important things.
Yep.
We were talking about it when we went to break. Number one, Mr. Mullaney.
Well, as we were talking about all the warranties before with the Buick and the Cadillacs,
Yes, sir.
GMC is, of course, not without their warranty. They actually have a 3-year, 36,000-mile warranty and 5 years, 100,000 miles of powertrain coverage as well. So you can have coverage up to 100,000 miles with the GMC.
Boy, that says to me that GM has got some serious faith in this product, because you're not going to warranty something that's going to break down, right?
Right, exactly, yep. And then GMC isn't without the maintenance coverage as well.
Okay.
They have the 2-year, 24,000 miles.
2-year, 24,000 miles. So really, I mean, if you buy a new car now,
Yep.
you're set.
That's
and
it.
if you do a lease, you're completely set.
That's it. Pay your insurance company and you make the payment once a
Make
month.
the payment,
and
and that's it. No surprises.
Mm-hmm.
And you know what? I've been there. Those surprises that you get when you go to the shop and you suddenly go, I got to come up with $3,000, $4,000.
Right.
You don't need that. I'd rather have a payment that I know what it is every single month.
Yep.
Now, you are a salesman who sells cars.
Yep.
You sell new cars. We've been talking about new cars. Cadillac, Buick, GMC, great product. These guys, I really think you guys are great. I really
Well,
do.
thank you.
What about a used vehicle?
We have the finest used vehicles around. When a car comes into our inventory, we go through the certified inspection process. It's over 172 points. We used to say it was 172, but now it goes even beyond that.
Wow.
And we give you a report as to everything that we did to the car to get it ready for sale. You know, if we did tires, if we did brakes, if we did alignments, air filters, fuel filters, windshield wiper blades, whatever.
But what
it
if
is.
it's a lemon? What do you do if it's a lemon?
If it's a lemon, you will find it someplace else.
It goes to auction,
Yep.
it goes away. And what level of all of the cars that you look at, what percentage do you actually put on your showroom floor?
It's probably about 50%. We're pretty
So about
specific.
half the cars are not up to the standards of Hudson GMC.
Right, exactly. Yep.
We've got pre-certified, inspected, over 172 points. How long does it take you to do that?
Well, we have one guy that is all he does, and he actually has an assistant as well to make sure that we can get through all the cars, get them up to snuff as fast as we can. After the car goes through our inspection process and passes all the certification, you get 12 months, 12,000 miles at a minimum of bumper-to-bumper coverage. Anything that were to malfunction, it'd be covered. In the event where the car that you purchased was actually under warranty still, so let's say you hadn't gotten to the original 3 years or 36,000 miles, you actually get coverage up to 48,000 miles. You get another year on top of what the original factory warranty was.
And coming the full circle, we were talking with your dad about do the right thing. And isn't that how everybody wants to be treated? You want to be treated right. You don't want to treat the dealership right, though. You want to come in here and get a deal. Now, what kind of a deal can you give them, man?
Yep. We market base all of our cars so that the pricing is on the money. You know, with the internet now, you can be at 12 dealerships in 10 seconds.
Right.
You know, you click one button and you're there. So what we try to do is price our cars right to the market, right off the bat. In addition to that, we constantly look at it. You know, we don't put blinders on. You trade in your car today, and if we still have it in a week or 2 weeks, you know, we look at the pricing again to make sure it's in line with the market, so that you do get a fair price. You get the
But
right
you
deal.
are still haggle friendly.
Oh, absolutely.
You'll have a haggle.
Like I said,
You'll haggle.
It does us more good in your driveway than it does ours. So
That's right. And volume, you want to move some volume.
Exactly.
But I like the philosophy that you've got here to do the right thing, always do the right thing.
in life as well as a dealership, you know, he's always taught us to do the right thing by everybody that you come in contact with.
Right.
We don't hide. My office is right here on the showroom floor. My dad, you know, after we finished renovation, his favorite thing he bought was a doorstop, so he could keep the door to his office open into the showroom. So we constantly know what's going on. And like I said, you know, we print our cell phone numbers right on our business cards. So if you're unhappy about something, well, you're going to be able to get in touch with us. So we want you to be happy.
If you have to drive 50 miles or 100 miles, it's worth the drive, right?
Yep, absolutely. Yep.
There's you,
Yep.
your dad, and I've heard there's another family member here.
Yep. My older brother has been one of the technicians here really since my dad opened the doors.
Wow.
And our service manager that's worked with my dad for 35 years, I mean, longer than we've been around, has just recently retired. So my brother has taken
Okay.
over the responsibility as a service manager now.
So it really is a family affair.
Yep. We play that song every morning.
You
as we
play
walk
that
in.
song?
Yep, yep.
What is that? Sly and the Family Stone, I think. It's a I can see your dad getting down to that.
Yeah, right?
It's a family affair. Now, we're talking about technology. We're
Yep.
talking about your brother. I saw outside there's a Cadillac
Yep.
with a big black cable plugged into it.
Exactly,
Tell me about
yep.
that.
Yep, that's the brand new Cadillac ELR, and that's a great example of technology making its way into cars, not just with the infotainment, radio and that kind of stuff, but in powertrains. That vehicle is an electric vehicle, but the problem with most electric vehicles is you have what gets referred to as range anxiety, where if you have a car that can only go 200 miles,
Right.
you can only go 100 miles, and then you have to turn around and go
Right,
home so you
right,
can plug
right.
it in. This, just like your house, has a generator in the car, so that when the battery pack in the car loses its power, the gasoline motor kicks on to create electricity for the battery pack to keep the car running.
What a brilliant
Well, that's
idea.
neat.
Well, I'm excited, and I think now, seeing that we've talked to your dad, we've talked to you, there's only one more family left to talk to.
That's it.
And I think he's over this way somewhere.
Yeah, I think I saw him floating around.
So stay tuned, folks. We're going to get into the technical aspect of vehicles in 1 second. Folks, we have saved the best till last. We've got Mike Mullaney's eldest son here, is that right?
That's right.
Now, there are 3 sons. One is a police officer,
Yep.
so he's doing a good job, and the other 2 are right here, and you are the service manager here.
That's correct.
Now, let me ask you a question. Why come to Hudson GMC for service?
Here at Hudson, we have a family tradition of excellence in all our departments. My job is to make sure that we offer the best service for our customers' vehicles. We take pride in keeping our customers happy long after their vehicles are purchased.
So with all this technology in all these vehicles, how do you and your team back there stay on top of it all?
But with vehicles getting more and more complicated, education is becoming an important aspect. Our certified technicians typically log over 100 hours of training per year.
Wow, that's 100 hours. That's amazing.
In fact, many of our technicians have college-level degrees in automotive technology, myself included. We also have a huge repair database and state-of-the-art diagnostic equipment right at our fingertips. All this just to make sure that we fix your vehicle right the first time.
You heard it from the man himself. Things are very complicated these days. Please, now any vehicle, right? Any vehicle bring to Hudson GMC or
That's
just
right.
GMCs?
That's right, any vehicle.
Any vehicle, please come and visit our buddy here, Ryan. Now, Ryan, why would somebody come to an auto dealership for service when there are so many other service places out there?
But we constantly shop our competition to be sure that our prices are competitive. Additionally, all new GM vehicles and even our certified vehicles come with free scheduled maintenance for at least 2 years. It's a great opportunity to get to know Hudson while experiencing expert service at a bargain price.
You heard it right here. Great service at a great price. These guys are on top of the technology here. We've talked to Mike Mullaney, we've talked to Matt Mullaney, and now to Ryan Mullaney. Ryan, thank you so much, and keep up the good work. And please, people, when you come to Hudson, this is the face you need to come visit if you're interested in any kind of service. All right, folks, thank you so much for watching. If you are in the market to buy either a Cadillac or a Buick or a GMC, this is the place to come. If you don't even want to buy a Cadillac, a Buick, or a GMC, this is the place to come, because believe me, when you see this product, you may change your mind over buying an import or another domestic vehicle. This GM product is phenomenal. So again, Cadillac, Buick, GMC, Hudson is the place to come, people.